We'd given all our assignments out, everyone was where they needed to be, and it was a nice, smooth morning until the phone rang, and we were told a small plane had just crashed in Wolverine Lake in Oakland County. Well, of course, no one was anywhere near Wolverine Lake. It was 11:15 in the morning. Our next show at the time was at noon. So what do? Well, you figure out where everybody is and start converging on Wolverine Lake. Nancy was one of the reporters in the live truck. She was, I would say closest, perhaps the least far would be the best thing to say. And anyway, we told Nancy what we knew. She absorbed it all and said, I'll do the best I can. So anyway, the clock is slowly ticking up the top of the show. We recorded the facts as we knew them. But pretty soon after the start of the show, we got the call, Nancy said, I'm ready to go. We'd established our live shot. And Nancy had gotten to the lake, which actually, really, I wasn't sure we'd even get there. Nancy had gotten there. Nancy found a witness and gotten sound from him. And Nancy had found video of the crash. All this in less than an hour. Not anything about it. Anyway, so some of my Free Press colleagues called me after and said, how could you have done that so quickly? And my answer was, I had to. And that really is the way it works in TV. But if you look a little bit deeper, what you realize is I was able to do it because Nancy made it possible. And you can say that probably 1,000 times over on things that Nancy was involved with, from spot news to in-depth stories. Nancy was able to do things that many, many other people couldn't. And so Nancy made it possible. That really is the words that I think of when I think of Nancy. Well, Nancy started at a time when women really didn't play very many important roles in television or on air. It just wasn't the norm. Really the only trails Nancy had to follow were the ones she blazed herself. I'd like to read a couple of lines from a letter I wrote in support of her nomination. I said, what makes Nancy a rightful member of the Hall of Fame is the sum of her unique qualifications. She's a pioneer whose career stood the test of time, a winning blend of personality and persistence, a person of high character who influenced not only those in the news business, but untold numbers of others who saw it was possible to accomplish great things in occupations where women were not always welcome. And when Nancy accepts her award, I know she's going to give a lot of credit to other people. But let me tell you, the truth of the matter is, Nancy herself made it possible. Congratulations.